Welcome to a great episode of Innovation Odyssey. Today I have with me in Pod in New York City, Shanya Tsai. She is the founder and the chief style officer at HangRr App. Welcome, Shanya.
Hi, Renu. Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. The year is almost ending. Can you believe that?
I know, time flies. I cannot believe people are talking about holiday parties. What should I wear for my holiday parties? It's going to be nonstop until the end of this year.
And knowing your business, that's good for your business, right?
Yes or no, but I hope it's gonna good for HangRr to launch this holiday season.
Good. So tell me in 30 seconds who you are and what your company does.
I'm Shanya Tsai, founder of HangRr. HangRr is AI-powered personal wardrobe styling community for people to get style on the go. This is an app incorporated into ChatGPT to help you to chat with our stylist. Her name is Rayna, to get style ideas based on your daily activities, what you want to do today, and how your body type, your skin tone. She will answer all your questions.
I see. So what's the name of the stylist?
Rayna.
Like Rayna as in like queen.
Oh, I didn't know Rayna is a queen.
I think Rayna is Spanish for queen.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it's R-E-I-N-A, right?
No, it's R-A-Y-N-A. She is your servant.
Well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. If your style rules your world, then she is queen.
But the goal is to have her in your pocket, in your life 24/7. Whenever you feel like, oh, I don't know what to wear today, she will be there and answer to your questions.
How old is HangRr? So
this new HangRr is actually 24 hours old.
That is a first. And something in me tells me it will not be the last.
No, it's not. I've been working on this idea for almost 8 years and on and off. But this new build's gonna be very different. I won't say it's very different. I think the mission was to help people to be able to get styled in a very affordable way. And I definitely have to say that before generative AI was invented, it was a different approach to help people get style in an affordable way. The mission was always build a community, help people to connect with each other and get ideas in a very accessible resources. But incorporating generative AI is definitely another level of how people can get style in a very professional way. I say professional way in a sense like how Rayna is incorporated with all the fashion styling tip resources online. So all you can get from social media style tip to your personal wardrobe stylist, give you some ideas how you manage your wardrobe, how you get style, how you learn your body type, can be, I would say, 80% answered by Rayna for sure. Rayna is still very new. She doesn't know much about you, but it is your responsibility to help Rayna to understand you. But the mission is really just still helping people to get very affordable, easy, accessible wardrobe styling service for you to get style on the go.
So you said you've been working on this for 8 years on and off, right? What triggered it? Maybe were you always into fashion as a child? Did you spend hours looking at Vogue?
No. That's why I need help from Rayna. I think the trigger moment was when I moved to New York City in 2013 as immigrant from Taiwan. I didn't get knowledge of concept of dress code in American society, especially in New York City. So for me to be able to understand that dress code, how you get styled, that kinds of nuance, especially it's very culture driven when you talk about fashion, that for me was almost like it's a big knowledge gap.
Mm-hmm.
For me to be able to catch up, to be able to dress up, to impress in New York City as a newbie to the city, I had no clue like where to start. And I have to say, majority of people always start with ground zero. Like before you understand any fashion, you actually started out, like you say, reading magazines, listen to podcasts, watch movies and watch people, and even hire professional stylists to help you to understand what is your style, how you dress up. And so unfortunately, I did not have enough resources. Still, I don't have enough resources, like enough time to absorb all kinds of fashion like tips, and I still do not have enough financial resources to hire a personal wardrobe stylist all the time, every day if I need it. So that's how my inspiration is coming from. Like, is there any way that I can, like, community or resources I can just like a go-to place where I can get answers or inspirations all the time without me breaking the bank?
Okay, I would assume that in the process of building the app and launching it just a few hours ago, you've gone through some kind of like live iteration, like feedback from people. I would assume that's been done, beta testing.
All inspirations coming from me, as like everybody else, as like customers want to find personal wardrobe styling service or affordable styling service or getting outfit ideas. So I actually built this app to serve those people who are like me. So I did ask around, like ask people to chat with Rayna, ask everybody, so how do you think about her? And did she, reply? Did she respond to your questions? Did she solve the problems you're having now? And most of people say yes. And interestingly, didn't think of the I even didn't think of the price point until I have users tested apps. Like, I'm willing to pay her for $9.99 per month. I'm willing to pay for that. Also, that's fantastic feedback. It helps me to define what is Rayna's role in everybody's life and how, much people are willing to pay for the service. That's why I come up with inspirations like, how about just buy her a cup of coffee a month? Say $3.99 for 7 days. You can chat with her. It's just really a cup of coffee. Or $8.99, more or less a cup of coffee. If you buy a frappuccino from Starbucks, it costs you $7.
Have you been surprised at how quickly people adapted to it and wanted it? Has that surprised you?
ChatGPT has changed the way how people see or engage with all the internet information, like how information from internet and how quickly people feel comfortable to chat with AI chatbot. Based on my understanding, a lot of therapists, therapy service actually use ChatGPT to provide almost 24/7 chat like session. And I definitely amazed by how people feel comfortable to share their personal feelings through the chat. I feel like for HangRr to have Rayna to serve this community is definitely something that I feel it's right. And talking to her, including myself, I talk to her almost every day. She helps me. She reminds me what I have in my wardrobe, to be honest with you. That's something like I feel I sense the joy to have this type of service in my pocket. And regardless of privacy policy or your personal conversation, I have to say that we don't save your conversation at all. It's basically just between you and the moment, the chat moment. And the fundamental value is you get on-demand service almost immediately all the time, and then you actually Rayna be able to solve the problem. I definitely believe that AI will definitely become not part of our life. Probably will be like almost every aspect of our life in the very near future.
The app, when it suggests something for you, does it take into account things like your body structure or even how you feel about yourself on that day at that time and how you want to feel during the day? Is it to that level?
It's very different. Rayna is different from just general ChatGPT. You can definitely ask similar questions and ChatGPT will be able to provide that answer. But what Rayna was trained is just specifically focused on personal wardrobe styling tips and then incorporate in the persona as like if she's very friendly, very professional. So you can ask questions. For example, I am apple body type woman living in New York City, and I am not happy about my style. Usually, I don't feel comfortable wearing like certain type of jeans or pants, and I'm going for dinner tomorrow. What do you think? What should I wear? And then she will give you suggestions how you can balance your body proportionally, maybe high waist, A-line skirt. She can definitely, provide, inspirations that you can actually have more sense of or directions where you can go. Of course, everybody is we are the final decision maker. She give you some ideas. It's up to you if you want to take her recommendation or not. I personally chat with her like I'm a minimalistic. I don't really like to have lots of loud patterns and crazy number colors, and I don't have a crazy number of clothes. So based on my style, what kinds of men should I date? And she does provide answers to me. I mean, she's like, I'm not a relationship expert, but based on your minimalistic, I think you should date this type of man with this type of quality and the personality. There's no right or wrong answer, but it's more like my entertainment moment.
Oh, well, but that's interesting, right? Then you can actually integrate into a dating app.
Yes, it is possible. Funny thing is, few of my beta testers are single men living near city, and they are the beta testers saying, "I'm willing to pay $10. Talk to Rayna, ask her to help me to pick an outfit," because most of personal wardrobe stylists are women. Even men hire women to help them to pick an outfit. So if you do not have a significant other or your sister to help you to pick an outfit, you definitely want to seek like someone who can help you out and to solve the problem. And I do see single men feel like, yeah, well, I do have a question. I'm going out date tomorrow night. What should I wear? And then Rayna happened to be able to fill in that gap, provide that service to help you, to inspire you, to get you some ideas.
Who is your demographic? Who is your target demographic?
Target demographic between like age group 25 to 40 years old. Urban young professionals who are very social active, definitely live in the city, want to advance their career, improve their lifestyle, or even to build like meaningful relationship, romantic relationship moving forward. Because I think in that age group, people do see a lot of change in terms of life, from single, from getting the first job, get promoted, and then you actually meet your significant other and get married. So all the life change involve a lot of your decision, how you want to dress up, or how do you want to, get style. Or so I always believe, and then most of people will say that if you're looking at someone's wardrobe, you kind of understand that person's life.
HangRr is something that you have started working on more passionately and more focused in the last year or so. Is that your only role, or do you juggle multiple balls when it comes to career?
Being an immigrant and entrepreneur, a sole founder, it is not an easy path. And I'm not coming from a rich family. I hope I am from, I have a rich dad. So will support me to do whatever to support me to build a business. So basically, it's been bootstrapping, and I definitely had multiple jobs in the past when I'm trying to explore the path to build HangRr. And this year is more decisive year for me to move forward to full time. Mainly because I have this obsession of how HangRr can be in the future, and it's really difficult to just juggle between startups and corporate work. So yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Yes. No, I mean, that's very common, right? You start something, you kind of test the waters a bit, and that a bit can be 6 months or it can be 6 years. Just depends on what time in your life you are in and how much resources you have. So many things. But did you move from Taiwan to the US to study fashion?
No. Actually, my immigration life is very family driven. So I got my green card through my parents. And then when I moved to US with my green card, I didn't know what do I want to do. My career in Taiwan was working at a TV station as finance reporter. So moving to the US definitely is like everything from scratch. I started out working for different companies as digital marketing manager. That's how I built my knowledge of digital marketing, different industry, including e-commerce, pharmaceutical, not health insurance, car insurance, home insurance. That's where I, pile my knowledge from by being a digital marketing manager.
So I hear a variety of industries, and I actually know that marketing is a very, very tough thing to do well. Is there like one takeaway you have from all your digital marketing roles across different industries that you've applied to HangRr?
Well, I have to say that if you want to be successful, to launch a campaign, to run a budget, to execute your campaign, marketing campaign, the fundamental spirit is you have to have very strong discipline. Set up a goal, you create KPIs, you execute it, but you have to pivot. Even you execute a campaign, your customer may respond the way you expected. So we always say, oh, let's do A/B testing. Let's see which way to go. So I think this is the spirit for me to apply to work for HangRr is very important. To be able to adapt, because of course I don't have that many data for HangRr to do A/B testing, but getting feedback from customers in the first hand and be able to digest and say, okay, this is something I need to adjust. But the KPIs and then the goals still have to be set very strong, like firmly. But you definitely have to execute your vision and your campaign or your goal in a very analytical way. And you always have these return on investment, cost per acquisition, and timeline to be in your daily discipline.
All right. It's very good to hear, because I think at the end of the day, success is about consistency, discipline, and just going for it, So yes, I'm happy. And where do you want to see HangRr in the next 6 months? What I say the 3 main milestones, or 2, or whatever, that you want to hit in the next 6 months?
The next 6 months, well, first of all, the company is headquartered in New York City. In this HangRr AI-powered fashion community, in this community, there are several players. One is the customer who leverage Rayna to get styled. The other player are the boutique in New York City who actually also be part of the outfit idea creators by leverage their own product. So customers can use HangRr to discover new styles in New York City. So for the next 6 months, I think there are definitely want to consolidate the New York City market and then move beyond New York City, say Los Angeles, Chicago, in the United States, to have that community created in 3 or 5 different cities, to just to build that kind of supportive system that people feel like, oh, I have Rayna, I also have some new ideas coming from boutique. When you are using HangRr, you can travel. You travel to Chicago, you'll be able to get ideas from local boutiques. Oh, okay, how people dress up in Chicago. Yes, that's the milestone for the next 6 months, and that's really important to be able to have that breakthrough.
Are you looking for funding after 6 months?
Well, actually, I'm looking for funding now, not after 6 months. But yes, but it's definitely not after 6 months. The funding requirement right now is actually kind of urgent because
How much are you asking for?
I'm asking for $500,000 to be able to run for another for the next 12 months. Like you say, what is the goal, the milestone for the next 6 months? Going to be consolidate New York City market, and then move to different cities, 3 to 5 different cities in the U.S. Right now, the app, most of the people who use iPhone definitely enjoy the service. But if you're Android users, unfortunately, we haven't built Android version yet. Um, that's something that's very important for this company to get funded to be able to continue development. To tech expect.
And are you looking for money from VCs, angels? It's the three Fs. What is it? Do you have a target?
I do have target. Initially, I plan to seek crowdfunding because this is a very community driven, and I definitely believe that's the definition of if you want to value if HangRr is very successful or not. It's all about if the communities can be developed successfully. I definitely believe when customers receive the value from HangRr, from Rayna, I definitely believe customers want to participate of the community development and participate this crowdfunding to grow the community, not just in the United States, but potentially go globally.
I usually ask my entrepreneurs on the show whether you are an entrepreneur or an innovator. It's an open-ended question, right? You define what it is, and who are you in those two boxes?
Being an entrepreneur is not something that I plan, like I want to be an entrepreneur. But honestly, I believe everybody has this gene to build something new, to this innovative, and you can deliver some great innovations working in a big corporation, like people working in Google, working in a big technology company. If you have that, opportunity, resources, and then inspirations, being an entrepreneur is not something that wanted to become, but just happened to become.
In the mode of a wrapping up, what is your vision? So not just the 1 year, right? But where do you see HangRr to be in the next 5 years? Any complementary industries you want to go, other countries that you want to access, or the value that you want to impart to the world, being in fashion tech?
Don't think HangRr is particularly in fashion tech. It started out providing personal wardrobe styling tips. Yes, it's about the clothes you pick, the outfit ideas you get from HangRr. If you talk about the spirits of fashion or the piece of cloth you pick up every day, it is about your life, that who you're going to meet, what activities you're participating every day. And one of my favorite fashion designer, Coco Chanel, once said, fashion is beyond a dress. It is an idea. It is, a lifestyle. It is what is happening. It is everything in your life. So what I vision HangRr in the future is supposed to be an AI powered community, people able to connect with like-minded people uh, based on your style, based on your preference, lifestyle, based on your fashion style preferences, and HangRr will be able to give you recommendations beyond your clothes, but also give you recommendations like which restaurant you should go, which movie you might like, which new friends you want to make potentially.
That is that is a very, very possible vision. It's already happening in so many ways. So Yes, I really like that. So thank you very much for your time. It was very interesting, and I wish you good luck in your funding journey.
Thank you for your blessing, and definitely participate my crowdfunding campaign once it is launched.